Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone who is interested in this primer level class in which we are going to be studying the book, The Reliance of the Worshippers and Professionals. Sheikh Muhammad Sharif translated as the support for the worshippers and professionals, but I found that the word reliance is a little more accurate. In any event, we're going to be using the text that he translated. It does have an Arabic copy. Sheikh Muhammad Sharif was the one that translated it. He's an African American scholar that is in Africa at the moment, not to be confused with the late Muhammad Sharif from Maghrib Institute. May Allah have mercy on him. The class, I call it a study circle instead of class. I call the syllabus a study guide instead of syllabus because I want to break away from our normal understanding of how to study. There's some guidelines and some study points in the study guide itself. Due to some technical issues that I confronted, and probably more of a blessing than anything, we're going to be starting the class up a little later than expected. We were supposed to launch the 20th, and there were some issues with the upload. This is one of the reasons why we moved to Telegram. Just in case we have issues with YouTube, we're able to upload the video here. But even in that case, there were some problems for whatever reason that I was not allowed to upload the first installation of the class. So I'm looking towards maybe the 25th or so to upload the first video. So what I will be doing is uploading a video every Saturday, hopefully by 6 a.m. until we finish the text. And then we can agree to an organized time to come together and review. So the objective is to read the text on your own, to look at the video as well, and I have some guidelines there, and then we'll have one-on-one time. That way you actually prepare. If you deprive yourself of that commitment, you're not going to benefit from the class. The text seems to be long, but it's actually not long. What it is that there's a series of comments on it, or there's a commentary on it, and that expands the text out. But the main text is that which is found at the top of the page, and that is what Sheikh Uthman bin Fodi wrote. And basically he's just quoting ayat of the Quran and the Hadith. The study guide talks about the importance of memorization, not in a lot of detail, but it talks about memorizing. If you find yourself having difficulty memorizing, there's no issue with that. But you should push yourself to memorize. There's not much to memorize overall. If you take each section at a time, basically you're going to have one thing to memorize in a whole week, 7 days. It'll strengthen your ability. It is a task. I know for many of us that don't memorize, it becomes hard to do it. But I think it could be something that is a challenge to the self. And once there is that sense of achievement due to having accomplished the memorization portion incrementally, section by section, and at times it's just a line, which will be equivalent to a medium size sentence. So that will give you a sense of confidence, and it will also provide you with a reference point within yourself for your studies in the future in fiqh. So attempt to do that. Attempt to focus on the memorization piece. If not, focus on reading out loud and writing what it is that you see, right? And then you would have to exclude the memorization piece if it becomes too difficult. But first attempt it. I've seen this work wonders. I had a teacher who was actually a student at the same time, and when Sheikh Imad Ifat, rahmatullahi alayhi, he passed away in Egypt during the Arab Spring, he had told Sheikh Omar Tashadi, he was from Tashad, and he told him, "Why didn't you memorize?" And he told him, "Sheikh, I can't memorize. My memory is weak." He was a little older, so he told him, "Go focus, focus." The next time he came, and you began to see that he focused more and more. A lot of us have become fearful of memorization because of the work that it takes and what parts of the brain that it works. So that gives us an edge. We're not here looking for money from the class. We're not restrained by a lot of constrictions that we find in the general classroom. This is really a challenge of the self. And part of those constrictions are the stress of testing and so on and so forth. And I don't want you to take that point of memorization as a stressor, but more as a commitment. So the videos will be, inshallah, uploaded to Telegram and to YouTube, the Shokani Study Circle, and they will be uploaded every Saturday by 6 a.m. inshallah. That's the commitment. And then, as I said, we're going to regroup. We can utilize a WhatsApp group. I prefer the Telegram group not be jammed up with a lot of back and forth, but we can use a WhatsApp group that's specified for the purpose of communication. That allows me to monitor in a better way of who's participating and who's not participating directly, who's present, who's not present in terms of the conversations. So we can utilize both Telegram and WhatsApp for that purpose of organizing the class. And the YouTube will be the principal place where the videos are uploaded. The Telegram will also be a duplicate reference library for the videos for the class. If there's any issues, then I'll have to contact all of you here. So with that said, inshallah, by the 25th of this month, you should have the first installation. So read up to the section on Usul al-Din, which is basically a page and a half. And at the top is just maybe 2 lines, is the commentary, which expands out the size of the portion that we're studying. And it makes it longer than what it actually is. But there's 3 points of study. There's the actual text, the commentary, and the video. And the video that's given, or 3 sources for study. And those 3 will complement what it is that you are working on. If everyone is cooperative, we can launch the WhatsApp group for this class solely, for no other purpose, only for the interaction on this class. No other interaction is going to be allowed in that regard. Is only going to be for the purpose of this class, so we stay focused. And the YouTube page, the Telegram page would be the page where the videos are uploaded and so on and so forth. Any questions can be directed in the WhatsApp group, and any conversations you want to have pertaining to the class can be done in the WhatsApp group as well. So with that, people, welcome everyone. Inshallah, may it be a journey for us that is beneficial for our lives in this world and the hereafter. And they may be a good start for building ourselves up in seeking knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.